Hello, good morning. How is everybody? How are you doing? Are you ready for a fantastic week? Oh, we're going there. Oh no. How is everybody? How are you doing? Facebook do this? I just don't know. Okay, so there we go. We are here. All right, my loves, let's make today count. Okay, so you may not have seen my post on my profile this morning, but we really want to make today count. So let's get started. Let's dive all the way in. Now, before we do anything ever in this work, I want you to take a deep breath. Just take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Clearing out the energies, doing whatever it is, getting yourself centered and balanced and bringing yourself back into your space. Now, we do this for a reason. You being centered and balanced, being connected and grounded is going to launch and accelerate your results from this workshop today. So let's do a quick intro. My name is Vicki Chisholm. I am a psychic transformation coach. And my role here right now, my big mission in this moment is to elevate spiritual entrepreneurs into a business that is fun, exciting, engaging, financially rewarding, and having massive freaking impact in the world around us. As a spiritual entrepreneur, you have the most amazing gifts, and these gifts are life-changing. They're liberating. And I want to see you shine your light into the world. I want to help you elevate that spirit. So a little bit of background before we go any further. What has brought me to this point in my life where I'm showing up, doing psychic channeling, helping businesses transform with psychic business strategies and everything else? It's really freaking crazy, right? It's definitely not traditional, and you're probably not going to learn it at university. So what on earth has brought me to this point in my life? Well, I'm going to share that journey with you so that you can know why you need to learn from me today. Okay. Today, I want to share with you a little bit of my journey. Now, I'm not going to keep you here forever. I just want to share a little snippet about the journey that I've been on in my life. My spiritual journey started when I was very young. I was 13 years old when I started having dreams, and I started having feelings that were unexplainable. And I started to experience different things in this world that I never spoke about. By the time I was 16, I was having premonitions, I was having dreams, they were coming true. I felt like I was totally and utterly quackers, right? I even considered asking the doctor to medicate me because I honestly thought I was going insane. I just knew things. I knew things inside me, but nobody could give me the answers. So through years and years and years of abuse, 29 years of psychological, emotional, mental, sexual abuse, I decided that it was time to end that part of my life and transform it. So I'd gone into, I was a virtual assistant, I had 3 children, I was living in domestic abuse, and I decided that wasn't the life I wanted for myself anymore. So I decided to change it. And by changing that life, has taken me on this journey of liberation, of transformation. I had chronic fatigue, I had anxiety, I had PTSD, I had complex PTSD. It wasn't just PTSD, of course not. Oh no, I had it all. So I was fighting my physical health, my emotional health. I was recovering. I was co-parenting with someone who had been abusive towards me. Life was hell. So I had to shuffle my business module. I'd always been in care, I'd always been in supportive roles. And then I went into VA where I just wanted to help people, and I just needed something different. So I closed down my VA business, and I'd gone from £10 an hour to a 6-figure turnover business. And I just closed it all down, focused on myself, focused on my family, and started my journey to recover. Within 2 years, I had cleared autoimmune disease, chronic anxiety, chronic fatigue. I had elevated my spirit and then sat back and went, oh, I can't keep this to myself anymore. So I started sharing this work with other people. And I started seeing transformations in other people, like magical transformations. But there's one particular story that kept me tied to this particular path. Excuse me, I do need to cough. And that was my dear friend who'd offered to be a case study for me. Now, in this case study, she wanted to have some relief from physical pain, emotional childhood trauma, and she wanted to, I'm glad to swallow that light. Stay with me for a sec. So she wanted to elevate her spirit and transform, and she just didn't want to be in this darkness anymore. So what did we do? How did I help her? So if you're watching live, please let me know where you're watching from in the world, what you're doing as I'm talking, just to let me know that you're there and you're with me, okay? So this beautiful lady, she came in, she was my friend, she was being a case study, because without case studies, I wouldn't have qualified. And she did 4 sessions with me. And then this one particular day, she came in and she said, Vicki, I haven't slept. I've been awake all night. I'm listening to meditations. I'm doing all this stuff. She said, I'm in absolute agony. I'm still taking my antidepressants. I'm on really strong meds. And actually, do you know what? I'm just exhausted from fighting this pain in my body. I'm exhausted from not being able to own myself. So we went there. We did the energy work and we went to the source of the pain. I used my intuition. I used my Reiki training and we went there. Now, this lady amazingly came in and she couldn't walk. So with the work that we did inner child work, we did Reiki, we did EFT, we did it all. After she'd released and let go, she stood up and she walked out of my house completely pain-free. Now, there's a part of this story I haven't told you because I wanted to save the best till last. This beautiful lady had spinal surgery 7 years prior to our sessions. She had spent every single day for 7 years in chronic and severe pain, where they had to build a metal cage in her back to be able to support her so she could walk and not be paralyzed. That day after that session where she walked away, a few weeks later, she messaged me to let me know that 1, she was pain-free still. 2, she was sleeping at night. 3, she was going to her doctors to come off antidepressants for the first time in many years. 4, she wanted to set up her own business and become creative. 5, she was ready for more. For the first time in this beautiful soul's life, she was ready for more. She was a partner, she was a mother, but she'd always lived in pain. A few months later, she messaged me again and she said, Vicki, I've set up my business. Everything's going really well. I can't believe how far I've moved. And then within a year, she decided she was getting married and her life just kept transforming. It's stories like this that keep me going when I have those doubts and fears and I have those moments in my career where I think I can't do this, I'm not good enough, and imposter syndrome kicks in. And then I go back to those stories where I remember all the things that I have achieved and all the things that I have done. Now, the reason that I'm telling you this before we do any workshop work at all today is because I want you to know something. Your gifts are magical. They are liberating, and your soul purpose is here for so much more than you've settled for. But until you start opening that doorway, 1, acknowledging the work that you're doing, and 2, keep going on the shit days, those are the things that keep you stuck. And we don't want to keep you stuck. We want to move you forward. We really, really want to move you forward. We want to elevate those stories. And we want to have more of those transformational stories, not just for ourselves, not just for our clients, but for the generations that come after. So that is me. My name is Vicki Chisholm. I am a psychic transformation coach. And my job is to transform. you from wherever you are to where you're going to be. I do specialize in business for a reason. It lights me up. It really elevates me. So pop in the comments if you haven't already. They're not coming up for me at the moment. So pop into the comments now. Tell me where you're checking in from in the world. And let's dive in to day 1 of 3 to accelerate your business workshop. Now, I want to do this messy. I want to do this imperfect. I want to do this really, really powerfully. So we've taken a deep breath. We've got you centered. We've cleared out a little bit of energy already. I've shared a little bit of the story about who I am and what I do. That one case study alone is what kept me going into my business to bring me to where I am today. So today I want to do some work around mindset. Morning, Jason. You're calling in from North London. Fantastic. Okay, so I've just made a cup of tea, so I'm enjoying that. Hello, Sue. You're from Coventry. Amazing. Not far from where I am now. And before we dive in today, I want to start on a real positive note, and I want you to share a story, just very briefly, if you can, maybe 2 to 3 sentences in the comments, and just tell me what one story you've got that elevates your soul and lifts you into the next level. While you're doing that, while you're thinking about that one story that has given you passion, that has given you determination, that motivates you to move forward, I was going to go somewhere with that, and I don't know where I was going to go. That has just shifted. Okay. So I want you guys to tell me your story of what brings you to be in the position that you are today and what's motivating you to move forward. So another little fact that you need to know working with me over these next 3 days is that we are going to be working from a higher purpose. I have not planned any of this work that's coming through today. Okay. Now, the reason I do this is because when I plan stuff, it doesn't go well. So then I just end up wasting my time because there's different things that different people need. And those of you that are coming in and listening to this workshop today, listening and taking part, you are the guys that really need this the most. And those that are watching the replay, so anything that I'm channeling for you is what is just needs to come through in that precise moment. So while I'm waiting for you to tell me your stories that have inspired you to keep going, have inspired you to be that motivational person for someone else, that have inspired you to want to facilitate change, I'm going to share a little snippet about why we're going to work with mindset today. Okay, so this 3-day workshop is going to help you accelerate your business in 3 different areas: your mindset, your money, and your motivation. Now, these sections are going to help you elevate and move the needle in your business starting today. Okay, so we're going to start with a positive. We want to hear a story of what inspires you to want to grow, evolve, and move your business in the right direction. Okay, so let's dive into what is mindset. This confuses a lot of people. So many people get so confused when they think about mindset. I don't want that for you, okay? I want you to feel elevated. I want you to feel content. I want you to feel like you are finally getting to grips with your own mind, right? Now, the best way I can do that for you today is to help you look at the bigger picture of what is mindset. So let's think of your particular mindset and let's go to a thought. Your mindset is a thought. It's something you're thinking. It's something you're navigating. It's something that is spinning around in your brain. But there are several different types of thoughts in your brain that impact your business. Now, I am going all the way back to basics here because I really want you to get the most of this workshop, okay? So stay with me and pop in the comments what your mindset means to you, okay? So there is these thoughts that go around in your mind, and those thoughts are stories. Now, there are some stories with zero emotional attachment to them, and then there are other stories that have a lot of emotional attachment to them. This is where your mindset is either going to be functioning on a positive note in the moment or on a negative note in the moment. That positive note is where you're elevated and feeling fantastic, and your positive mindset is telling you all the amazing things of why you can do things, why you can move forward, why you can achieve your goals, why you can achieve your great dreams. And then on the other side of the coin, you've got the negative mindset. The negative mindset that is telling you you're not good enough, is telling you that you need to, excuse me, I need to cough again. It's telling you that you need to be more experienced. It's telling you that you need to be more empowered. It's telling you that you need to be more skinny, or it's telling you you need to be more educated, or you need to be more loved, or you need to be, right? That negative mindset will keep you trapped, okay? So what we're looking to do today is to work with the mindset that's in the moment, that is presenting itself to you. Okay, and how we do that is by focusing on the things that you do want. You hear that? I'm going to repeat it again. Focusing on the things you do want. Okay, so I want you to write in the comments now and just tell me if you are ready to focus on the things you do want. So I'm ready to focus on the things I do want. Pop it in the comments. Let me know where this is going to take you. Okay, I'm ready to focus on the things I do want. When you say this, you are reprogramming your brain for a start. You are telling your subconscious that we're not playing those horrible, nasty, miserable, low vibe games anymore. We are focusing on what we do want. Okay, that is you already setting an intention to co-create with the universe. And we're only 17 minutes into this workshop, so get going. Okay, I'm ready to focus on things I do want. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, so Jason, you are beautifully sharing here that you want to help others in the Philippines and you want to improve the quality of life for you and your girls. That's an amazing reason to do what you want to do. It's a great motivation. So well done for sharing, and thank you, because you know, sometimes sharing this stuff can feel really vulnerable, but it's time to get vulnerable. It's time to share that, okay, and elevate. Absolutely. And well, I say elevate, we're going to accelerate you moving forward by getting that clarity. Okay, so Sue, you are writing a poem called Believe, which led you, you were writing a poem called Believe, which led you to help women share their stories around developing belief in anthology books. Wow, that's amazing. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, Christina's jumping in. She's ready to focus on the things she does want. Yay, this is what we want. Okay, so the reason we are doing this is because we are reprogramming the subconscious brain to keep you focused on the things you do want. Okay, this is where you are going to be magically co-creating with the universe, which is just beautiful. Okay, setting that intention in stone, and make sure you write this down afterwards because you're going to need that. So this is one part that you can do every single day of your life to choose. So people feel really deflated with their mindset when it's emotionally charged to the negative vibes. Now, I really want to be very, very clear here. We do not play the toxic positivity game. So I'm going to ask you to write that in the comments again. I'm no longer victim to the toxic positivity game. Write that in the comments and set that as another intention. I'm no longer victim to the toxic positivity game. Now, let me explain toxic positivity to you. Toxic positivity is where you are refusing to acknowledge the feelings you have inside, and you're trying to mask it with positive thoughts and positive positive words. That is a dangerous zone for you as an entrepreneur, and I want you to remember this. No more toxic positivity. If you are getting locked in toxic positivity, you are not clearing out and allowing yourself to be human. So what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen, because I lived in that state for many, many years without knowing it, which is why I'm really, really passionate about sharing it with you. I lived in a world where having emotion was not okay. I lived in a world where feeling emotions was not okay. So what did we do? We masked it. We put on a brave face. We pretend, and we have this amazing outgoing look of someone's just said hello to you, and inside I'm freaking dying, and inside I feel so like my world is caving in and I have nothing left to give. But yet, to everyone out there, I'm this beautiful, smiley person who just wants to help. And ultimately, what happened there is I fell apart and I could no longer be that positive person. I was negative because all those years of suppressing what I was feeling came up to slap me in the face. I don't want that for you. Okay. I don't want you to go on this entrepreneurial journey to elevate and accelerate your business and then get stuck because you've got all these emotions that you're not expressing, and you don't need to express them in a like really negative, poor manner. I'm going to show you how to channel your mindset with your emotions very, very shortly. But I love this, Leo. Well done, everybody. I'm no longer a victim to the toxic positivity game. That's right. You are allowed to have emotions. You're allowed to have feelings. You're allowed to explore what's going on inside of you. But I'm going to share with you a real magic trick. Okay. So I want you to take a moment to take in a deep breath, because you've set the intentions, you know where you're going. And I really want you to take something magical away from this workshop today. So take a deep breath in and release, pushing it all back out. Taking a nice deep breath in and release. Coming back into your body, placing your hands on your heart, releasing any energy that's coming up for you, being open to receiving guidance. And breathe out. Focusing on your breath. With your hand on your heart, I want you to repeat, it's safe for me to focus on the things that I want. And repeat again, it's safe for me to focus on the things that I want. And repeat again, it's safe for me to focus on the things that I do want. And then as you're in this beautiful state, this calm, energetic state, I want you to just acknowledge what you're feeling. What comes up for you? Excuse me. What comes up for you when you are focusing on the things you do want? What comes up for you when you say, it's safe for me to focus on what I do want? What thoughts go around in your body? What emotions are surfacing in the here and now? And then I want you to get on a scale. So we're going to use the 0 to 10 scale. We call this, in EFT, we call this the SUDS, subjective units of distress. So you've got 0, which is I'm not feeling anything. I'm really happy. I'm really safe and I can move forward with ease. Nothing's going to hold me back. This is how we're going to monitor your mindset and the energetics behind that. Then I want you to go to number 10. And that is going to be off the scale, really overwhelmed. This is not safe for me. I do not feel secure. I don't feel comfortable in this situation right now. And your emotions will be off the scale. Okay, so that's a 10. And on a 0, you will have peace, tranquility, and acceptance. So what I want you to do is pop into the comments now. And I want you to tell me just how safe you feel focusing on what you do want. And then once you've done that, I'm going to show you how we're going to accelerate your mind so you can start taking action in your business. Whilst I'm enjoying my cup of tea. Anyone else a real tea, Jenny? I absolutely love tea in the mornings, and then in the afternoons, it's just water, water, water. Okay, so we've got a 4. Okay, so let's see those numbers stepping forward. Just being really honest to where you are right now and what's going on for you and where this is going to take you. Okay. Hello, Keen. How are you doing? We've got a 5. I'm loving all the vibes today. Keep going. I'm still recovering from this cold cough I had a few weeks ago, actually. A little bit crazy. Okay, so this is how we monitor the mindset. Now, I've actually got a whole training on this behind the scenes, and we've got 3 5s. Oh my gosh, I love the 555. That means change. That means transformation. Oh, you guys are amazing. So awesome. Okay, so what I want to show you today, which I do have a whole training on my website, is how to overcome the mind so that you can thrive, right? How to overcome the negative mind, how to overcome the disruption, how to overcome the fear of all the things that stop you from being your most magnetic self, right? So what we're going to do now, because this is a workshop, this is not just one of those trainings where we just sit there and we just listen and we don't do anything with it. You are taking inspired action today, right now, so that after this workshop today, you can go out there and you can take some big actions in your business to move the needle in the right direction towards your goals. Okay. So what I want you to do now, because we are focusing on safety, and this is something a lot of people get stuck with, is I want you to shift into a place of safety. So I'm going to teach you EFT for this round. Now, EFT. Please tell me in the comments if you've heard of EFT before or if you have done this tapping with me. I am going to explain it for those who haven't, but I do want to know who's watching, who's with me, who has not done this work with me before. So let me know in those comments while I am just explaining EFT. So EFT is emotional freedom technique. Emotional freedom technique uses the Chinese acupressure points on your body, which allow you to shift the energy, relax your nervous system, and rewire your brain. That simple, literally that simple. Literally using your hands, your face, and your body and your thoughts can change your freaking life. Now, a quick story here. When I first did EFT with my business coach back in 2014, I was in a mess. I had 0 self-worth. I had 0 confidence, and I was living through domestic abuse whilst building my business, raising 3 children, fighting fibromyalgia, fighting chronic fatigue, PTSD, anxiety. This one session with my business coach on this day, because she saw me on my knees, she said, Vicky, would you honor me and just try something different? And I said, yeah. 10 years prior to that, I'd said no. And now it's not a regret, but I do look back and I do kind of wish that I had just onboarded the training then, but I wasn't ready for it. So when my business coach in 2014 said, Vicky, will you honor this space with me? I said, yes, of course I will. I'm ready. I don't want to feel this disgusting pain anymore. And that's how I felt. I felt disgusting inside. I felt horrific. That one session is what gave me the confidence, the self-worth to end 12 years of abuse. That was what opened my eyes to falling in love with this technique. But obviously today, we're just going to touch base on it to get you into a place of safety so you can go out there and have what you want, right? How freaking exciting is that? So I want you to continue this journey. And that's why I wanted to share that story with you. This isn't a one-time fixes all everything. This is a consistent journey of transformation, and you can accelerate just using this technique. So what we're going to do is I am going to set you up now. You've tuned in. I want you to now, you've tuned in with the number. So it doesn't actually feel safe for you to have what you want. And that's on a number 5 for most of you. And some of you are saying a 4. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is I want you to connect to your body. I want you to feel in to your body, and I want you to tell me where this energy of lack of safety is showing up for you. Where is it showing up in your body? How can you then elevate that? Okay. So let's work with that. Let's work with what's going on inside the body, closing your eyes, tuning in. You can let me know in the comments where it's showing up for you if you choose. And then we're just going to dive in with some EFT. So what I'm going to ask you to do is follow along with me, follow along with the tapping points, follow along the words that I say. If any of the words I say don't work for you, change them. The more specific you can be right now, the more elevated you're going to feel after this one session, which is going to help you accelerate in your business today. Okay, so Keen, you're in the root and the heart chakra, my love. Okay, this is amazing. Well done for that connection. So we're going to start tapping on the side of the hand as you're tuning into your body. You've recognized that you don't feel safe having what you want. Taking in a nice deep breath, tapping on the side of the hand, and we're going to start with a setup phrase, which we will repeat 3 times. Okay, so even though I don't feel safe right now having what I want, my mind is telling me all these stories. There is this energy showing up in my body, and this energy is feeding my mind. I choose to deeply and completely witness this energy that tells me I'm not safe having what I want. Keep breathing and focusing, even though I have this fear that I'm not safe. To ask for what I want. I'll try again. To ask for what I want. To have what I want. To receive what I want. I choose to deeply and completely acknowledge this story, the emotions, and the energy that is showing up with it today. And then we'll do the setup one more time. Even though it just doesn't feel safe for me to have what I want. And I'm feeling that in my mind, my body, and my emotions. I choose to deeply and completely acknowledge how I feel and know that I'm safe anyway. Okay, so now that we've done the setup phrase on the side of the hand, we are going to move around the other points on the body. Okay, and we're going to use reminder phrases to help us remind our brain, our energy system, our nervous system that we are safe and we don't have to feed these fears anymore. So up to the eyebrow point now. I'm acknowledging this lack of safety, side of the eye. I'm acknowledging these emotions that have shown up in my body, under the eye. I'm acknowledging these fears that have shown up in my body, under the nose. I'm acknowledging this pain, chin. I'm acknowledging this energy and this emotional pain, collarbone. There are all these stories in my mind that tell me I'm not safe to have what I want, under the arm. And that might be triggering my inner child. Let me go to the top of the head. And that might be making me feel unbalanced. Eyebrow. All these stories of lack of safety, side of the eye. All these stories of lack of safety under the eye. All these stories of lack of safety under the nose. It's not safe for me to have what I want. Chin. It's not safe for me to ask for what I want. Collarbone. It's not safe for me to show up and receive what I want. Under the arm. And this programming has been keeping me so stuck. Top of the head. This programming has been keeping me so stuck. Eyebrow. But I can let this go. Side of the eye. I can become detached from this energy now. Under the eye. I can release this fear and pain under the nose because I'm aware of it now. Chin. But it's safe for me now. Collarbone. It wasn't safe for me before. Under the arm. But this has all shown up today. Top of the head. To remind me that I'm the one in control. Eyebrow. And these energies and these emotions, side of the eye, are simply passing through. Under the eye, they do not define me. Under the nose. But they did protect me at one point. Chin. But now I choose to forgive it all. Collarbone. Forgive myself. Under the arm. Forgive my emotions. Top of the head. Forgiving it all. Eyebrow. I can open my heart chakra to deep level forgiveness. Side of the eye. I can balance my root chakra and know that I'm safe. Under the eye. I can bring my body, mind, under the nose, back to a place of safety. Chin. And that's what I'm doing now. Collarbone. I'm choosing safety. Under the arm. I'm choosing abundance. Top of the head. I'm choosing to open my heart to receiving with love. Eyebrow. It's safe for me to receive. Side of the eye. It's safe for me to have what I want. Under the eye. It's safe for me to show up and ask. Under the nose. It's safe for me to co-create with the universe. Chin. It's safe for me to dissolve fear. Collarbone. With love and forgiveness. Under the arm. I dissolve this fear with love and forgiveness. Top of the head. And all the stories that go with it. Eyebrow. I dissolve this energy from all emotional attachments. Side of the eye. And I release it with love. Under the eye. I release it with compassion. Under the nose. I release it with contentment. Chin. I release it with joy. Collarbone. I choose again. Under the arm. I am safe now. Top of the head. It's safe for me to ask for what I want. Eyebrow. It's safe for me to receive what I want. Side of the eye. It's safe for me to have all that I desire. Under the nose. It's safe for me to co-create with the universe. That was meant to be under the eye. I do apologize. Under the nose. I co-create with the universe. Chin. I co-create with the universe. Collarbone. It's safe for me to make messy action For I am human. Under the arm. Safe for me to let go of fear and perfection. Top of the head. It's safe for me now to be, do, and have. And take a deep breath in for me. If you're feeling lightheaded, if you're feeling anything that's coming up at the moment, just rest assured that that is energy in movement and you are working spiritually to come back into balance. Now, please come into the comments. Tell me how you found this experience now. How are you feeling? Now, this is very important because if anything's come up for you, I need to be able to bring you back into a place of safety here and now. Okay, so please pop into the comments and let me know what's going on for you. And I will talk you through the housekeeping for doing EFT. Now, some people think that doing EFT is just like a magic pill. I'm just going to tap and everything's going to be magically wonderful. Yes, it is. But this is energy work. Energy work can often bring up other layers. It can often bring you into a huge release. So it's really important you follow the next steps. Okay. If anything comes up for you after this EFT session that you have freely jumped in with today, I want you to just tap on your fingers here and repeat the affirmation, I am safe and all is well. I am safe and all is well. Tuning into that heart space, reminding yourself that you are safe and all is well. Okay. Now, another thing you can do is drink plenty of water. You know, that stuff that comes in bottles or it's filtered or it even comes out of a tap. That stuff there is like a magic potion when you are doing energy work. You know why? Because it helps you to release and move. When your body is dehydrated, it struggles to shift the energy out. Okay, now you may find that you want to go for a walk. You may find that you just need to be in nature. You may find that you need to journal. You need to pick up pen and paper and you need to just write down what's coming up for you. Follow your intuition. Okay, now I'm going to come to intuition in a minute, but follow your intuition of what you need right here, right now. Christina, you're calm and relaxed now. Amazing. Love it. So the next step I need you to do now is I need you to tell me in the comments how safe it is for you on a scale of 0 to 10 for you to receive, and I mean really receive, all that your heart desires. Are you ready to co-create with the universe? Are you ready to reclaim your power with your mindset? Okay, it feels good. Kevin, you're on a Keen, you're on a 7. Okay. Amazing. So you're feeling good, you're feeling calm, you're feeling relaxed. You're ready. Woohoo! Let's go, let's party. Head feels hazy but relaxed. Okay, Jason, that's really good. Thank you so much for sharing that. Your head might feel hazy. That is the energy moving. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water and being kind to yourself for today. Eating really nourishing foods also helps your body get back into balance as well. So if anyone like myself, who was over the weekend and totally overindulged in lots of treats and things that they really shouldn't have, don't be afraid to put yourself onto a detox and reclaim your power. Okay, this is about you really gaining control over that mindset, but not in a toxic positivity way, in an acknowledgement and connection way. Okay, now for the fun bit. You've done a little bit of work. You will need to rinse and repeat that process as many times as you can. There is a free it's not free training. There is a training on my website which you can access, but if you feel that you need to. But I really hope that this has just given you what you need to get started. Okay. Now the next thing, dun, 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 drum roll, please. The next thing I want you to do is really expanding that heart center. Okay. So I want to accelerate your business over the next 3 days. That means you're going to be taking lots of action in the next 3 days. Now, we've needed to do that safety work first, because it's the safety work of the fear and the resistance that stops you taking action. Yes, we know this, right? But sometimes we need that little reminder. So what we're going to do now is we are going to really tune into your heart and say, what do I truly want? Okay, so please feel free to share in the comments what it is that you truly want from your business this week. Okay, I'm not talking 12 months ahead. I want to see you taking messy, imperfect action that's going to generate results in your business this week. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to tell me what one outcome you'd like to achieve this week. It can be a new client, it can be a new contract, it could be selling a new product, it could be whatever it is that you want to do and you want to achieve this week to move the needle in your business, whether it be to generate cash, whether it be to get clarity, whether it be to finally craft an offer. I'm not fussed about what it is, as long as it's needle moving activities, or another phrase that you might be more familiar with is an income generating activity. Okay, so for those of you that are just setting up in business, or you're just starting out and you're thinking, oh my gosh, Vicki, I haven't got a freaking clue how on earth I'm going to do this. Right, what I want you to do is I want you to create a case study offer that you want to work with someone to do X, Y, and Z. It can be a one session, it could be a little product or something that you've got together. So holistic therapists, you might want to create a specific abundance candle with aromatherapy oils, or someone who's done Reiki, you want to I don't know, maybe you want to give someone a distance healing session to help them accelerate their business in the next week, or you just want to help them feel good and release some emotional tension. I am not fussed what you do, but you need to make that decision and choice about what that's going to be today. So Keen, you've said, I would like to receive funds to execute my business plan. Wow, amazing, well done. So your next action on that is going to be, what are you prepared to do to get that out there to receive those funds? Do you need to go to angel investors? Do you need to do a crowdfunding? What one thing could you do in this moment to help you execute your business plan? Although I'm a little bit concerned why you would need funds to execute a business plan, but that would take me down the coaching route. But I'm just curious about that. So executing the business plan normally means you taking action to get things into place. So I'd be keen to discover that a bit more about that. Anyhow, this is about you now setting that intention and setting that stone in movement to say, yes, I'm ready to take action in my business. Yes, I'm ready to receive. That is the big one. Yes, I feel safe to ask for what I want. Now, you will have social media. Okay, you will have, because you're here, you're with me, you will have an access port to something. So utilize it. Get clear on what you want. Okay, you've done the mindset and the energy work. Now it's time to get clear on what you want and take messy imperfect action. You could create a post, you could create an email, you could reach out to somebody today and say, hey, this is what I'm looking to achieve. I was wondering if you would be in a position to help me. Or this is what I'm looking to do. Is this something I could help you with? Now, please be mindful of cold DMs. I would just put a post on your Facebook page, on your Instagram, on your LinkedIn account, something that says, okay, I'm looking to move the needle in my business, and to help me do that, this is my plan of action. This is what I want to achieve. I'm looking for, and you go and ask for it. You go and take that action. Okay. Now, this is an amazing mindset exercise because you've done the energy work. You're choosing to know what you want. And now you're asking for help. You're asking for help to co-create. Okay. So I want to see what you want to achieve this week. Pop that in the comments. Keen's already done it. Thank you so much, my love. I love the fact that you're engaging with me right now. And then I want you to go out there and I want you to take action So that's your homework, is to go out there and take action. And I want you to come back to me later on today and let me know how you are getting on. Okay, so Keen, you've just shared with me here that you've just recovered from some illness, but you're ready to go. Well done for going through the recovery, not giving up, being determined. You are an amazing soul. I'm so, so proud of you for doing that and to still go again. Well done. That is just magic. Okay, so you'd love to set up a crowdfunding account. You're based in Southeast Asia and you would love to connect with like-minded partners. That is an amazing step forward just for today, dear. So please go and get on with that. Go, 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 go. That is your action. Jason, you'd like to receive clarity for your business idea that will help you improve the quality of life. So Jason, my guidance for you right now to go and take that messy and perfect action is to make a decision about what you want to do, okay? Go and make that decision. What do I want to do? Who do I want to serve? How could I do it? My guidance for you, journal. Get pen and paper, go and grab a cup of tea, go and take that action, come back to me later, let me know how you're getting on. I want to see you moving that needle. I want to see you growing. I want to see you expanding. I want to see you taking messy freaking action. I want to see you running, you know, just really taking that step forward. Sue, you'd like to create a tele summit. Woohoo! Let's go for it, my love. What's, you know, share with us here, come inside this group, go live, share with us what you want, share with us what you need, and let's see if we can help you take that messy action in your business today, accelerate your life, move you forward, and finally get that needle moving in your business. Now, this is only day one, okay? This is day one, and I want you to treat today like it's the first day of the rest of your life. Go get them. Okay, so any Q&As that you have, get them in the comments. I'm going to come back and answer them later. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water because of the EFT. And secondly, get moving. Go, go, go. Go take action. Okay, if you do need anything from me, if you have any further questions, pop them in the comments below. But more importantly, I want to see you showing up, taking action, and moving that needle in your business today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, today. 20 minutes out of your whole day. You can give, you can do it. Let's go. Lots of love. I will catch up with you later. Okay, so the next bit on this is going to be, you've got your homework. We're going to catch up and I'm just going to throw this in here. Okay, we are only on day one. Day one of this a kind of action and energetic transformation is only a snippet of what I do. So keep an eye out for the next steps because there are some amazing things coming up. Now, my Fast Track Business Accelerator program is going to be opening up on the 11th of September. This is your chance to get involved, okay? So there's going to be more details coming out about that later. Don't miss it. Have an amazing afternoon and day, and I can't wait to catch up with you a bit later. So I will see you all very, very soon. Pop any comments in the box below. I'm going to be popping some details here, and you'll find them below for the fast track. Make sure you get involved with that at your earliest opportunity, okay? Because the spaces are filling fast. And I will speak to you all very, very soon. Oh, this is exciting. There's so much going on. I can't wait to see where this day is going to take you. And I'll be back later for some Q&As. All right, lots of love. Speak to you soon.